Hey guys, this is Lala Legacy, and welcome back to another episode of Little Busters. So let's jump right back in. Everything was usual, or as usual so far. Good work, Strelka. All of a sudden, a dog's barking resounded. Whoa, that scared me. Beneath Cood's legs was a huge gray dog. Since when was he here? And Rin, you know the dog? Yup, we met some time ago. And I remembered. This is the dog Cood mentioned before. Oh, right. We finally met. I heard she'd been on day duty today, so... She bent over, patting Strelka on the head. Strelka let out a loud bark. I was told her name, too. She helped me when this guy got lost, Rin said, stroking the cat. Strelka wagged its tail. That's why we're friends. Strelka's smarter than me, she proclaimed in a delighted tone. Just what am I supposed to think if she says that? One of Strelka's special skills is tracking. That's why Haruka-san was captured so easily. Were you two sunbathing? Yup, we were. How did you know? That's just how the atmosphere felt to me. I see. Thanks to Haruka, it went down a lot, the atmosphere. Strelka lowered its ears a bit. It's not your fault, Strelka. It wagged its tail once. It's like you can understand each other. Translation bon appetit. No, I highly doubt you can learn to understand what dogs say using cat food. It seems Strelka has taken a liking to Rin-san. It sure does. Strelka barked once. It somehow feels like she's saying Rin, doesn't it? Huh? You think so? It kind of feels that way now that you mention it. Strelka! Rin smiled happily once she heard Strelka answer her. Something wrong, Cood? I just remembered Rin-san's never called me by name. I hesitated a bit. Could it be it's something I wasn't supposed to bring up? I looked at Rin worriedly. You want me to call you by name? She murmured in a small voice after a while. Yes, I'd love you to. Of course, you're free to call me whatever you wish. I wouldn't even mind if you called me the same as Strelka. But if you can't bring yourself to, we could just keep things like before. Maybe if I act like Strelka, it'd be easier for you to call me. She stooped down and lowered her face on the ground level. Rin made a troubled expression. But what Cood did was overflowing with sincere good intentions, and it was difficult for me to remain unmoved. Strelka barked. Rin knitted her brows. All right. She opened her mouth as if given a supportive push by Strelka. Kool-Aid cycle! Why Kool-Aid cycle? But as she'd made it this far, I could only keep silent. Kuh! She knitted her brows again, preparing to say the next sound. Kuka! That's a cute sleep breath. No, she's not sleeping. Her eyes are wide open. Riki! Yeah, what is it? Just calling you. Oh, okay. Let's talk about something, she said, smiling from ear to ear. Strelka's a good girl. Strelka's a girl, sorry. I see. By the way, I'm a girl too. Well, I know that. You do? I'm glad then. For some reason, she smiled happily. And to tell the truth, I'm Strelka's older sister. Meaning I've been taking care of Strelka. She was so tiny before, but she soon grew up and was running happily around. Sounds like you had it rough there. Yes, she was very mischievous. Something like a wild horse, I guess. No, she's a dog. Strelka, that is. She was like an arrow let loose. That's why my little sister's name, Strelka, means small arrow. She showed us Strelka's collar. English. Probably not. Those were letters I'd never seen before in my life. Strelka barked. She seemed proud. So, does Kudyavarka mean something too? Yes, it does. It's like a nickname that became my name. Is that why she wanted to be called as informally as possible? Rin-san. Kud quietly called Rin's name. Strelka barked. She pressed her lips together in a straight line as if mustering enough courage. Her lips parted slightly. Kud, letting out a short sound. Yes! Kud and Strelka answered in unison. Hey, Strelka, you shouldn't be barking at her, right? She wagged her tail. Do you understand? Ah, that's right. Strelka's still on duty. Then let's go. She stood up, brushing the dust off her mantle and skirt. I'm helping Strelka today. Oh, I see. That's why you Naoi-san, Rin-san. She started running along with Strelka. Wait, isn't this the wrong time to be calling her Rin-san? Rin, who was occupied with one of her cats, showed no reaction to my muttering. Rin, I'm leaving soon. Got something to do. You should at least remember what happened this morning. I walked around school looking for members. I should take a little break. I went to the courtyard vending machine, and there I found Kud. Is she done helping them out? She was standing in front of the vending machine, fiddling with her mantle, seemingly deep in thought about something. From time to time she extended her hand to the button panel, but withdrew it and resumed fiddling with her mantle shortly after, again. I've been searching for members all this time, and here I have someone I know. All right, it's decided. Kud, I called out to her. On closer inspection, she appeared to be holding something like a bundle of cards in her hands. Yes, Naoi-san, where's Rin-san? Playing with cats, I think. I see. Ito is grato tomito? Me too. Thank you. Say, Kud. Yes, what's up? Those crib notes, you made them yourself? She shook her head. Kamari-san made them for me. They're like flashcards. But there's no point if I just talk using them, right? Right? Right. A one-person Doppler effect again? Well, it's okay, isn't it? I tried to cheer her up since she was looking down. It's not strange to be using an electronic dictionary during overseas trips, but talking while looking at flashcards didn't seem very practical. So are you here for something? She put away her flashcards and asked. I looked her over from head to toe. She didn't appear to have any muscle. Her school uniform was loose, the sleeves concealing up to the backs of her hands. Her legs, wrapped in white knee-high socks, were skinny. Naoi-san? Sorry. I regained my senses, realizing that Kud was blushing deeply under my scrutiny. What's wrong? Say, Kud, do you play any sports? Sports? Yes, together with my grandfather. Really? What kind? Let's see. She began counting on her fingers. Tennis, sepak takraw, badminton, squash, frisbee, gateball, curling, indiaka, petan, whatever that is. Hang on. And also squash. Did I say squash already? Well, somehow there were a lot of other things mixed in with those I was familiar with. So, you like being active? I do, but I'm bad at everything, so... Right, that must be it. Being crazy about things you're bad at. I felt it wasn't quite right, but I could understand what she was getting at for the most part. Then how about baseball? Baseball? Yes, baseball. In other words, beiseboru. Ah, beiseboru! She clapped her hands. Have you played it before? I haven't. Huh? Well, I'm just wondering why you said that with such enthusiasm. I'm sorry, baseball games aren't often broadcast overseas. She was trying to say that that's why she didn't know it. Is that how it is? Are you in the baseball club now, Isan? No, nothing like that, but, well, I am playing baseball right now. So I was out looking for members. I was wondering if you'd like to play. Ah, I see. She clapped her hands together again. I'd like to give it a try if you don't mind. That'd be great. I sent a text message right away saying that I'd found a new member. And so we lined up at the baseball field. Riki, remember what I said? And what was that? I don't remember either. Oh, stupid. Well, now, I get what you're trying to say, Masato, but various things happen, and I kind of went with the flow. Let's have her take a test like always. All right, Kyosuke? Yes, looks can be deceiving. Nobody knows what kind of nature might be hidden beneath the surface. Cood, you absolutely don't know anything about baseball? She shook her head. I see. I'll start with explaining the equipment. Do you understand how the glove works? Yes! All right, put it on then. Understood. She sat down on the ground. Cood? Uh-oh, there. All set. I put my hand on my forehead, standing in front of Cood, who with great effort had managed to fit her foot into the glove. Am I doing it wrong? There's so much wrong, I don't even know where to begin. Well, what should I do now? You see that white thing over there? Yes, I do. That's first base. Try running over there first, just as you are now. Got it! She fell after all. She got up. And she's back. I'm back. Welcome back. How'd it go? It's hard to run. It's so hard to run. Tears welled up in her eyes. By the way, yes? You wear the glove on your hand. While I'm at it, you put it on the hand opposite of the one you throw with. Good! You can't put it on your foot? You can't. And actually, why in the world did you go through the trouble to put gloves for lefties and righties on their respective feet? I thought it'd be difficult to run with only one. That isn't where the problem is. I'm afraid to imagine what's waiting for me ahead. Anyhow, I should just put the glove on my hand and catch the ball, right? Pretty much. Kyosuke, could you use a fungo? All right, then Nomi, go over there. Roger! She sprinted off in the direction Kyosuke had pointed out. Wouldn't it be better if she went a little further, Kyosuke? You're right. She could go back a little into the left. Could move back a little into the left. Roger! She started moving again. Wait, why is she coming back to where I am? No, Isan! She spoke to me with rushed breath. What is it, Cood? My Roger just now. Didn't it sound like a native speaker? Well, maybe. Woohoo! She trod back to her position once I answered her. She's like a dog, that little coo. Well, let's get started. An impressive sound of the ball taking flight rebounded about. Whoa! What's that? That's all Masato and I could say. Kyosuke was sending the white balls flying away in an arc. Sometimes he would hit line drives. Yeah! Ha! Yoisho! Woohoo! She was moving her tiny body around with ease, stretching, crouching, and jumping. She jumped up and caught the ball while landing. Totally unexpected. Or actually, this feels strangely right for some reason. Is that all? She returned, carrying a heavy-looking bucket of balls. Yup, that's it. Ugh! What's wrong, Masato? I thought she just resembled something, but she actually is that. What are you babbling about? I mean, the go-fetch kind. Ah, see? Ah, I see it now. She handed the balls to Kyosuke with a smile. A dog! A dog indeed. We managed to dig up a hidden gem. Kyosuke was satisfied. It seems you've passed. I'm glad. So I hope we all get along. She bowed her head politely in front of everyone. Rin? I called to Rin, who was standing a bit afar, and she quietly murmured a reply as well. Who joined the practice? At the same time, she joined the battle ranking system. After school, Rin left the classroom together with Kud, our new team member. Let's go! Masato followed right after them. Young man. Whoa! Suddenly I heard a voice coming from directly behind me. Doing that every time, you'll give me a heart attack someday. I'm just using it as a greeting. Whatever you say. I noticed that someone was standing behind her. Nishizono-san? Good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon. An unusual combination. By the way, young man, we're currently looking for a book Miss Nishizono lost. Do you have any clues? A book? Now that I think of it, she was reading one in the courtyard, a so-called paperback book. Sorry, I haven't seen it. I see. Well, I didn't think so. That being said, young man. What? Help us. Kurugaya-san, I don't think you should ask him for help so suddenly. And it's got nothing to do with Naoe-san. No, I'll help you. You heard him. Isn't it okay? It's better to have more people when looking for something. And it's not like he's completely unrelated to this, right? Yeah, I don't mind helping you. Well, I thought you'd agree to help, Riki-kun. I'll pat you later. No, I don't really need that. Then thanks for your help. She bowed her head in acknowledgement. Good luck, then. Kurugaya-san left. Eh? She left the two of us standing there. She took a step away from me. It seemed like she was being wary. Why don't we try looking around the classroom? All right. I began to walk, and she followed behind me. The distance between us didn't narrow even once. She stood in front of her desk. I'm sure I put it in my bag this morning. Just to be sure, she slid her hand inside to check one more time. When lunch break was over, just before I went to change. She was thinking. I think I put it in my bag. I don't remember it clearly. That can't be helped. She probably did it more or less unconsciously. So, you did have it before PE class. There was only a short time between the beginning of the 5th period and the moment she noticed her loss, during which the book went missing. She had been in the classroom since the end of PE, so in fact the time frame was only 1 period long. Within that time the book had been lost. Do you know if anybody else lost something? This was the room where the girls had been changing. Considering this, it wouldn't be so strange if there was some people with bad intentions. No, I don't think so. Well, that's how it is. If that had been the case, it would have caused a much bigger uproar. I let out a sigh unintentionally. What a bummer. Nae-san, please don't worry about it. It can't be helped if we can't find the book. In the absence of any real clues, looking for it was an exercise in futility. As we became tired, we talked less and less. About 20 minutes went by. Thank you, Naoe-san, but that's enough. I'll keep searching by myself. She sounded worn out. Frankly, I felt a little relieved at her words, but she looked as if she'd break into tears once I left her alone in the classroom. No, I'll try searching for a little longer. But we have no clues. Once again, silence. And then I received a message on my cell phone. It's from Kurogaya-san. It said, "Look inside Miss Ito's desk." Ito-san? She's my classmate. Her desk. I think it was in the front row to the left of Nishizono's desk. What's going on? Beats me, but if it's Kurogaya-san, I bet she thought of something. Anyway, let's take a look. Naoe-san? Yeah? I'll be the lookout. Yeah, okay. But hold on, am I the one doing it? I thought that's what you were getting at. Was I mistaken? Well, rather than mistaken, wouldn't it be better that a girl looks in another girl's desk? It's in for a penny, in for a pound. I don't get it. During the moment of hesitation, my savior appeared. How'd it go? Was it there? But that is all the time that I have for this episode, guys. So if you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up down below. And if you haven't already, subscribe. By subscribing, you're becoming part of a legacy. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye!